Hi group people, welcome to parenting. This is a platform where we as intentional parents are deliberate about raising a happy and fulfilled child. If you're new here, thank you for coming. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channels. And if you're returning, this hug is for you. Thank you for coming back. Alright, so in this video, I have a guest here. Alright, she's an undergraduate, she's still in school. The effect of what our parents did to her while growing up. And I still see a lot of parents in our generation today still repeating the same thing. So maybe when you hear our own story, then we can sit up as parents so that we can take up our responsibility in our child's life. Okay, it is not only God that take care of the children. God has put us in charge to do our part by being present in their lives. Can we meet you?
Okay, good morning everyone. So I'm happy to be here. My name is Olalekan Balikis. So I'm undergraduate in the University of Lagos, popularly known as Unilag, a year 3 student. So I'm studying business education. So I'm happy to be here once again, and I thank the hosts of this program for bringing me online. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, so without wasting up our time, I just want to ask, how was your experience like when you were growing up? When they had any meeting in your school, maybe they call for parents meeting, did your parents ever showed up? Do you?
Okay, thanks for that question. So actually, growing up for me is not like other children, let me just put it that way, because in my kind of environment where I grew up from is a situation whereby when there's PTA meeting, your mom can just delegate to a neighbor that, okay, just help my child to write her name when you get to the school. So she will not actually go. I could remember when I was in primary school, it was my graduation day, my premises graduation day, that my teacher, like I was a senior girl then, it was then they met my parents. They were like, oh, so this is your mom, this is your mom. I was like, yes, this is my mom for the first time. So getting to my junior secondary school, nothing like mommy. Even PTA meeting, there's nothing like that. She has to delegate to somebody. You know, when you have children in your environment whereby everyone is going to the same school and there is a particular parent that normally volunteer that will go on behalf of maybe like 16 children, so we now have to write our name on paper and submit to her. So she will be the one to write our names for the PTA meeting. So, and the reason for doing it is that so that the school authority is not going to punish us, because that is the main fear imposed on us, that once your parent is not around, you'll be punished for that. And my SS3 section, wow, when my mom came to my school, it was when, I think then, I went from public school actually, so I won a scholarship then from the Lazarus organization. So they refund our school fee, and the school authority said they are not going to give us the money back, that our parents has to come and collect it. That was when my mom came to collect the money. So I actually came to collect the money, not that she came on
Please. God will forgive our parents. So you see my own experience, it's so, in fact, don't let me say it's so bad, worst. All through my primary school, nobody, none of my parents ever attended PTA meeting or graduation. And I was so brilliant in my primary school days. I'm still brilliant. I was so brilliant to the extent that anytime I have second position, I always feel bad about it. Nobody, I mean none of my parents ever attended any meeting. You know, when they call for parents meeting and you are looking out to see your parents just to hug them, because I see lots of children hugging their parents, you know, see their parents coming to the class to check on them, but me, no. And how old am I now? I am 30 plus, and that trauma is still in me. Like, I still feel, whenever I remember, I still feel that vacuum is still there. And you know what this do to us? Most of us that have this experience, no, the experience is not good. Number one, it disconnects us from our parents. That relationship is not there, because when you needed them, they were nowhere to be found. Imagine a home mom, she will not go to PTA meeting. When they need parents to come, she will not go. But when they gave her scholarship that the school needed to refund her school fees, mommy showed up. Are you that kind of mommy? because a lot of parents be like, I am working, it's because of work, I need to make money so that these children can be okay. What are you talking about? By the time you finish making the money, you will notice that your children are gone. You are just living with their body. Mind, spirit, souls are gone. Someone else is their hero, someone else is their mentor. They believe in another person, not you. You are just a figure. Like, how did they put it? You are just there, figurehead. That's what you are. You are just a sponsor in their lives. That relationship is not there. Why am I doing this? A lot of parents, I belong to a group where parents share what they go through, their experiences, and I still see it these days. All right, I still see it, that parents still do it. That's why I've come out here to share what people have passed through. And please, if you have passed through any of this, kindly put it down in the comment section. I really want to know your experience. Did your parents ever attend? Actually, I put this out in my status few days ago about this, and what I heard, it was mind-blowing. Some parents never attended their children's school. And do you know that? Thank God for those that take it up upon themselves and said, no, it's not going to be like that to me. I am going to give my children my full support. Yes, I saw some parents who sent me that message that they are ready to do their best to be there for their children, and that is kind of the parents I want. Not the people that say, because my parent did not do it for me, so I'm not going to do it, or you don't see value in it. All right, they never attended any of my meetings. All right, okay, so let's do well in our parenting style. All right, so without taking much of our time, I just want to ask about what's your relationship like with your mom now. Okay, let's say something happened and you needed to talk to someone. Who is the first person that is it going to be your parent?
Okay, thank you for that question. Actually, I will use just something happened to me in I think it was during COVID. So we're sent back from school. So I went to my mom's place and something actually happened. And that thing was something, I was getting lean inside and I don't even know the right person to talk to. And I don't even want to talk to my mom. Like, we are not used to that kind of talk. So how would I talk to my mom? So I was just getting in, and even she was asking me that, what happened? Am I not eating? Am I not resting? But what was actually affecting me is something of inside, and I don't want to tell her because I don't know how she's going to take it, because
you guys have never talked about that before. Yes. You see a lot of teenage parents, you just want your child to start talking to you overnight about how their day is going, about their friends, if they have boyfriend, if they have had sex before. You don't have relationship with a child all the time, especially all these gbas parents. Are you a gbas parent? Any small thing, bro, everybody lie. You don't give your child any room to explain themselves of why they behave in a certain way. Any small thing, you just beat them. You don't know what you are doing. You are chasing your child away from you. And they will need to talk to someone. And you might not be the one. That's the effect of our parenting. You have a toddler that is supposed to take care of. You are supposed to be close to the child. All the time is beating. All the time is spanking, is yelling. They will see you as, how do they call this? Maybe like gorilla or somebody a beast they cannot move close to. You are just living together. If you allow your child to talk, have you ever asked your child for a feedback? Your parenting style, let them tell you. Okay, ask them about your parenting style. You think you are coming, they are shivering, they pack, mommy is coming. You think you are a good parent, you are parenting well. No, they don't just want your wahala, they don't want your stress. That's why they are packing up like that. You are coming, your children are afraid. You think you are a good parent, they are shivering. No, what is it? Okay, you see, it affects your relationship with them. You think my child is so quiet. Emotional trouble. She was going through emotional challenge. She couldn't talk to her mom about it because they have never discussed in that manner before. Even me as I am, you want to hear, I never had that kind of relationship with my parents. If I'm going through something, in fact, maybe she will even be the last person I call. Yes. See, this is practical we are sharing with you. It's not because we like them. See, we love them with the whole of our heart. We talk, we chat, we do things together. But it's just that connection is not there. You only discuss your matter with somebody that you are connected to. That's how life is. You cannot just jump that your teenage should start talking to you. You have to start from toddler.
Yes.
And when your child come home to tell you things, maybe they lied or something happened, how will you take it? Will you flare up and hey, no? Once they see that reaction, that's the end of it. They will not talk to you about it again. Okay,
So then I belong to a platform meant for majorly single ladies. So I was just the spirits within me just prompted me to talk to the convener of the group. So I shouted that up and I opened up everything to her. She was like, "Wow, am I the first person you are talking to?" I said yes. She was like, "Okay, who other person can you just talk to?" I was like, I can't tell my mom because I don't know what her reaction is going to be. So she gave me some steps to follow and I did that. It was even after a year, let me just after a year. It was after a year I was not telling her that, okay, what I did then was actually because of this. It was like, so let's stop for me. It's like, if I tell you, I don't know what you're going to say because I don't know if you're going to believe it actually it happened or I'm just trying to. So we don't actually have a close relationship then. And when I want to do my matriculation in school, living in the hostel for the first time, you meet different kind of girls and they're just like, oh, my mom is coming, in fact they are bringing cake for me. I was like, cake for my drink.
Cake for my drink party, but you don't. Jesus, it is well. Oh, God will help us.
So I was just trying to get up with them. So they are just trying to do different. Even a day before that day, I could remember somebody brought dress for a girl in the hostel, a lot of things. So I was just like, I'm doing it, nobody is coming, I don't even want them to come. I was like, what are they coming to do that they should not come? So that day I don't even feel like going. And if I want to go, I used to come to my sister's place then. So that day like this, I just went out to my friend, we went to the auditorium, listened to the lecture, and then we snapped picture. I just have my clothes, dropped the immaculation gown and started coming home while others are still in school with their parents, because I could remember there was a section for the parents organized by the school. So there is section for the parents and section for the students. But since my parents are around, what am I waiting for? So I just up my gown, then start coming home. So that was how I spent my matriculation actually. So I'm not really close. Even now growing up, I'm just trying to make sure, because she doesn't even ask me that what is happening in your life. So I just try to carry her along, being my mom. Sometimes I just call her that, okay, this is what is happening right now, this is what is happening in my school. Because when something happens, I can even see maybe she's the last person or second to the last person I normally call. That's it. I either call my sister, text her on phone. It is when I've gotten to her place, I call her that, and my sister plays the radio. So now I'm like, "Hello, Shirley," because I don't really relate with her. I'm just trying to close the gap now growing up so that I can have a relationship with her.
Wow, that's amazing. That to be present in your child's life. That is what it is. See, I usually shout, your time, you need to spend time and investigate. You should investigate from their parents what happened. A lot of dedication has gone down. A lot of sacrifice has gone down. Is either one of them is at home and the other person is, except if you are trying to, don't let me even go there, but please be present in your child's life. See, you hear that she doesn't have a relationship with her mom. She prefers to talk to somebody else. Thank God she belongs to a good group, kind of circle that are good. What if another child does not have that opportunity to turn out well or to mingle with good friends? It would have been another case. And that's what happened. I thank God for my life too, because I found myself in a among good circle, good friends. All right, you don't know what is going to come up with your child. You don't know what are you putting in place. What are the things you are putting in place that when they go out there, it's going to be a guide for them not to mingle with the wrong people. All right, so the relationship is very critical. It is very important that you develop relationship with your child, and it has to start from now. Being present when they need you in their life, in their school, in their academics, wherever they need you. They come up with their results, they want you to celebrate with them. Create activities in your home that connect you with your child. You can check my previous video, I talked about it. When you create your goals for the month, include them. Do you want to eat out every month? Do you want to have movie night every month? See, you are not doing it because you want to while away time. No, see, those moments, they count. Guess what I did today in my family for my children? We have daily activities that it is important. I wrote a love letter to my children. The first one, which is 5 years old, can read, so I put it in his lunch box. So there is no way he will not see it. He will see it when it's time for him to have his food, and he will read it and smile. My other son, he can't read, but I told his teacher to read this to him, from mom to him. When he come back, I will still read it to him. You have a toddler, you have a child, you think they are still young. There's not like they are still young. What am I trying to do? I am creating a memory. They are hearing I love you, not from somebody. You have never told your child I love you before. See, did they tell you they love you? Jesus is Lord. Have you ever told your child that you love your child? Most parents have never told their child they love them. They never told them they are proud of them. You need to. See, me, you want to hear me? I heard I love you from maybe when I was like 16 or 15 from a guy. I've never heard it before from my parents, like saying it to me. And that's what happens in most homes. You never tell your child, especially you that have daughters. Father, you have never told your child that you love her, and she will hear you somewhere else. When she now hear it, she will now be like, oh, there's this moves that will come. Wow, she loves me. And she can fall for that. All right? So it is wrong. My children are boys. I tell them I love them. Do you know one thing? See, this is not meant to be for this video, but I'm going to drop it here quickly. Things are happening these days. 5 years old, they are writing letters to themselves in their class. I know when they tell you, parents, you're like, hey, oh, my own has finished. No, you have to calm down. Please, you need help. My DM is open. You can talk to me. I have daily activities you can do with your children. Daily. Apart from going to school, everything is not about school. Everything is about academics. When they come back home, another lesson teacher has come. It's read. Normal skills that they're supposed to develop, that they're supposed to need, is not there. So parents, it is important. I have, in fact, 1 month, 2 months daily activities you can have with your child. If you need my DM, just slide it and let me know. We have different package. How you can write develop your family value, we have it. Knowing your child's learning styles, we have every package. Just a token, we will have it to you. So you have to be intentional about your parenting style, and it is daily, because your child learns daily. They learn daily. They go to school daily. They hear things, and they come to your house and say those things. How do you react to it when they tell you? Do you have something that guides your family, like a family values? Do you have? If you don't have, it means anything goes in your family. They can come home and say any words. They can watch anything. Do you have media guide? What guide what you watch in your home? Did you watch Telemundo? If you watch Telemundo before your children, do you know they are learning things? Oh my God. Children learn every day. They learn when they are bathing. They learn. I'm talking too much. So please, parents, the bottom line of this video is that being present in the life of your child means a lot to them. Yes, it is mean a lot to them. And I want us to make adjustments. We came here to share this story so that you will know that it's affecting a lot of children. Even some parents today, it's affecting them because it will reflect in their parenting styles. We are doing this so that we can know where we are and what we need to pick up. All right? So till I come your way again, help your parents by sharing this. Subscribe to my YouTube channels so that you can get a notification when next we drop a video. Bye for now.